No matter how busy I get and how much is on my shoulder, a good workout always makes me feel at ease. I step off the Stairmaster or cross trainer and I feel fully energized. And I know you who exercise on a regular basis know what I'm talking about. More from my guest on VIAMIA today.
The VIAMIA show is sponsored by the following people.
Recording, rehearsal space, voiceovers, video editing in Westminster. For more information, fiascobros.com. Cuts and colors in Uptown Westminster. We welcome our stylist George of Salon Caliente. For appointment, call 604-544-5104. Private investigations, security and alarm systems since 1972. For more information, call 604-251-2121. Makeup services for television, movie, and photo shoots. For more information, visit victoriawan.com.
The episode of the VIAMIA today, it won't be dedicated just to the physical activities. I'd like to welcome the General Manager of the Sandcastle Fitness, NATALIE DUNNILL. Hello, Natalie.
Hi, I'm Mia.
It's been some time since I saw you last time. Well, we're going to be talking mainly about the managing fitness club and your position and the passion behind what you do, which you really like what you're doing. And I want to know, I want to find out everything what I can, how you started and all this stuff. You invited me to your fitness club, which is located in White Rock. If there is anybody who would be more interested to see on top of this discussion, we can go to Natalie's website, which is sandcastlefitness.ca. Did I get it right?
You did.
I got it right. Perfect. And when I went to visit you, it was such a strange feeling because when I was entering, it looked like a tiny little building, and then when I walked through, it felt like it has no end.
Yeah.
It looks it's very big. But that club, fitness club, Sandcastle, it runs a little bit different than the rest of the major fitness clubs. Can you tell me the differences, how you are running?
We are very much about our members. Our biggest priority really is keeping who we have happy. Of course, we always want new people to join, but the most important thing to us is keeping our members happy, and you feel it. You feel it when they walk in, you feel it when they just hang out just because they want to be there. Well,
that's really interesting to know that the current members are the most important to you, right? Of course, everybody wants to see if there is anybody interested, but you have to keep happy who you have right now. And I sensed kind of family way to be around as well. Everybody knew each other. You guys are greeting each other as you've known each other for a long time. So that's the other thing you're going after.
Absolutely. We know everyone's names. We will talk about each other's families. We'll ask how their vacation was. It's very personal. It's very personal.
Well, you truly care. Right,
very much.
And how long does the fitness exist?
This gym, Sandcastle, has been there for about 6 years. It's been a couple of gyms over the years. Sandcastle has been attached to the bowling alley, and the owners have had that for many years. So people already know the owners. They know that they've been in the area you know, for a long, long time. So there is that stability.
And you know, there is something when I was sitting with you at your gym that I just couldn't avoid noticing, and also music. I know, like, well, music is a huge part of my life, and I notice music and different parts of it everywhere I step in. And it's not the typical booming music you hear in every fitness club. I know a lot of members would say, well, that's what motivates us when we hear that. But when I walk around my gym, everybody's wearing headset anyway. But it was very pleasant music you're listening there, when you're playing there. While saying it, music, I just want to step to something else. A lot of people know music's been a huge part of my life, and I would like to invite you to one event, December 12th. I know it's not around the corner, we still have a lot of time, but you know how time flies. And Frank Sinatra in December 12th would be 100 this year. And Rick Valiant, who hosts and performs his own event, Songs of Sinatra, will be doing this event in Columbia Theater in New Westminster, and inviting ABBA Time, which is me and my friend Susan. We created this tribute. So if you have nothing else to do, VIAMIA.net will probably show more on that website within a few months. So I stepped into the music for a second. I had to, because I know that music's been part of your life as well.
Right.
You were a musician, or you still are?
I do. I sing with a rock band. So yeah, and but hence to say that you sing as well. So.
Yeah, and I know I met you through music.
Right.
Right. I spent time with your son Ben, who we interviewed last year.
Yes.
And I know he's doing great. He's only 16, but he is already a huge star all over the clubs and theaters, which is wonderful. And from music to fitness club to managing club, it's two different things. How did that happen?
I have been singing with bands since I was very young, but of course, when you graduate high school, you know it's not going to be practical to be a rock star. So what do you want to do after school? So I decided I loved fitness, and I thought I would get into the fitness industry really right after high school, and it just really led me down this path.
And do you work out?
I do. I work out.
Well, it's a silly question, right? Who works in gym? That's what.
Sure.
It drags you even more, right? You have that great advantage of working out. You know, it's like I said, it doesn't look from outside, but it's very cozy inside, and you showed me many rooms, and I think that we could maybe share at this point with our audience a few images. So this is
our reception area. There's top of my head and receptionist. We have 2 doors to come in. Our front desk area is full of locks. You can see in the background we have locks and towels, so members don't have to pay.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that's our heavyweight room. We have quite a few rooms, like you say. We have quite a few competitors in our gym, and that's where most of them work out. But again, everybody. That is also the heavyweight room. That's another side of it.
Okay, this is from just different angle?
Yeah,
it's the same
different
room?
angle.
Okay, when you said heavy room, there's no cardio?
So that's the free weight. There is cardio. You can't see it in that picture on the other side, but that's where the heavier weights, the free weights are, the hammer strength. Yeah. And then that is looking on the other side where the machines are, and there is cardio back there, but that's where most of the cable machines are. Same room, again.
But this room is really big. When I was there, it's
a really big room. Yeah. There's so much equipment in there. You really never have to wait for anything.
I know that you sent me quite a few pictures, and I just didn't know which one to choose because there were so many, and there were also different rooms. I mean, this is huge room what you showed us. You had to take a lot of angles shot. Right. But do you have other parts of the fitness club that members join and they work out?
We have a ladies only gym as well, which is a complete gym that you can't see in there. We have a group fitness studio, which is where our classes are, where our yoga is. And then we have a personal training studio as well for clients that don't want to be in the gym when they're with their trainer. They have a private room. So, yeah.
And I know that there are quite a few classes at your gym, or yeah, right?
Yes.
Do you do step classes or anything? See, I don't know why people don't do step classes anymore. It looked to be like 90s and 2000 big hype, but they don't anymore, and I really like them. So you still provide for your members?
Absolutely. The step classes are really popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so what other classes would you?
We have yoga, we have spin, we have step, we have Pilates, we have cardio dance, which is an actual dance class.
Okay.
Yeah.
And dance class, that's a great workout anyway. And I saw you have the squash place, or people see that?
Yeah, we have squash courts as well.
So this is all in one tiny looking, it's only looking, but it's not. Sandcastlefitness.ca would be, if you would like to find more information about this fitness club located in White Rock. I know there are quite a few fitness clubs around.
Yeah.
Do you find them as the competition?
In a sense they are, because people do want to look at the other gyms, but they're also kind of free advertising for each other. You know, people want to look around, they might have seen another gym, they come to our gym. Like you said at the beginning, our gym is very different than your regular gym, your traditional gym. We don't lock anybody into a contract, so it's really very homey, very different than your standard fitness club.
Okay.
Very welcoming.
Yeah, well, that I felt as soon as I walked inside.
Great.
You know, you already told me how you kind of slid into through music to the workout area. Did you have to have specific courses? Did you have to take any? I mean, what kind of experience or education or anything, skills you had to go through?
I did my fitness training. I do that through, there's so many places you can do your fitness training through. I myself and all of our trainers are all certified.
Yeah.
They need to be. But then to get into management, it was really just being in the fitness industry for years, knowing the industry, and just working.
There is no school to get the management.
No school.
Yeah, well, that's that learning point through the life and experience. That's the best school, I guess.
Yeah. I think so.
So how long did it take you to get to that position?
I managed years ago before I had children. So I was probably in the industry for about 6 or 7 years before I got into management. When we started having children, I walked away and then sort of came back as they got older into training again, and then just worked right back into management. So
that's great. I want to talk to you about this training because I have a question that interests me personally, but because I don't know how long it's going to take you to respond it, I would rather leave it for after we step to the break. So we will be with NATALIE DUNNILL, the General Manager of Sandcastle Fitness, right after this short break.
The VIAMIA show is sponsored by the following people.
Recording, rehearsal space, voiceovers, video editing in Westminster. For more information, fiascobros.com. Cuts and colors in Uptown Westminster. We welcome our stylist, George of Salon Caliente. For appointment, call 604-544-5104. Private investigations, security and alarm systems since 1972. For more information, call 604-251-2121. Makeup services for television, movie, and photo shoots. For more information, visit victoriawan.com.
Well, we are back with NATALIE DUNNILL, General Manager of the Sandcastle Fitness, located in White Rock. NATALIE, we were talking about the training and what kind of experience, what kind of skills, what kind of training people have to go through. Me particularly, I'm interested, well, I've been a very active member of different kind of fitness clubs for the last 20 years, and so I've been through, I've seen stuff, and there are fitness clubs there the staff has kind of quite good knowledge about basic workout, and sometimes they don't. So how about your stuff? Is it trained just to have the general understanding of well-being?
some of us are more trained than others. So I myself stopped at the personal training more because I don't train clients so much anymore with managing the gym. There's so much more to do. So, but I have kept my certification, so I still could train clients. But then we have trainers that have gone so much farther and done a lot of more rehabilitation work, third age to train seniors. I mean, there's so much available out there right now. So some of our trainers have a lot more knowledge in different platforms of fitness. So when we have a client who may have certain needs, I'll try to find the right trainer in our gym for them. Really, it's not hard to do.
Yeah,
we have trainers that have knowledge in just so many different fields. Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm leading to something with this. I used to, when I mentioned the step classes, I really used to like to do them. I used to teach them in a private, I should say teach with friends, with a small group of people. It was more covering my passion than anything else. But I'm thinking that, how about if I start to do it professionally? So you mentioned some trainings, and so what do I have to go through?
So there's a couple of ways you can do that. Most of our group fitness instructors go through BCRPA, British Columbia Recreation and Parks Association. And they take you step by step by step through their courses. So you'll start with the basic fitness theory, and then you'll have choices to, you might want to branch to group fitness, you might want to branch to weight training. So they make it really easy. There's ACE, which is another personal training, and you can do everything together there.
So you said that theory, it's more based on theory, or is also some practice?
Oh no, it definitely starts with theory.
Okay.
And once you've done your theory, then you can go to, say, the group fitness, and then it's practical. It's a lot of practical work.
Well,
so
that's what I was.
Yeah,
probably.
A lot of practice, and then you do you need to put your hours in afterwards. But there's a lot of opportunity in gyms that will allow up-and-coming fitness instructors to get their hours in the gym so that you can practice. There's a lot of instructors that will let you take pieces of their class.
Oh, really?
So you can get your time in.
Okay.
You know, I think I've offered you, if you decide to do it, come and you know, come and do some of your training with us.
Okay.
A lot of our instructors that do teach step would absolutely love to have you come in. And
well, you know, through all those years, I caught so many pieces from the different instructors, and on my own, I created my own choreography, which I found really interesting, and I thought it would be nice to share it with people.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. You have to do it properly, the way it's necessary, what they say. And we know that physical activity is just a small, or it's just a portion of our well-being. There is other things that are important, how we rest and how we eat. Do you have a nutritionist on site?
We do. We have a certified nutritionist. She has her schedule at the front desk, so our members can book time with her. She does free workshops for members if they want to come in and have seminars. She runs seminars in the gym. So yeah, there is somebody. We're very careful to make sure that our members are seeing the right people. So I mean, trainers definitely can give some nutrition advice. They have to be a little bit careful, but so we do have somebody who kind of specializes in that to help our members with their eating plan, their nutrition. And
what about if somebody comes to get the full package?
They can do training and the nutritionist, so we definitely have options there. And a lot of members do. A lot of members will see a trainer and get a little bit of advice from the trainer, and then they'll just want to go that little bit further, and then they'll actually book a one-on-one with the nutritionist. So they get a little bit more balance between the two. And the nutritionist will work with the trainers together to make sure that clients are getting what they need.
Okay, so you have more people might be working at the same time with, with one person. Because we need individual approach. We are different. Right?
Exactly.
In general, when people tell me this is what you have to eat, this is how much you have to sleep, and this is how long you have to sleep, and this is when you have to stop eating, it doesn't work for everybody.
Exactly.
Right? So when you have new ideas, what usually happens? New ideas about, you know, like, do you implement new ideas to your staff or members?
Oh, sure. If we have new ideas, or some of our trainers have new ideas, sometimes even some of our members will come up to us with spectacular ideas and say, hey, what do you think of this? And so we will meet with the trainers, we'll meet with the owner, and we'll sort of throw ideas together in meetings. And sometimes even, you know, we are so close to our members that sometimes we'll even sort of say to our member who had the idea, you know.
It's a nice, nice idea.
And if it works and looks like something that would work in our gym, We'll try it. Very often, I will do trials. Somebody will say, I'd really love to see this class, and other members will say, oh, I'd love to see it too.
Yeah.
I'll try to find somebody who teaches it, and we'll post it that way, a 4-week trial, what do you think? So a lot of times, our group fitness schedule will be based on our members' input. Did you love this? Did you not like it? What would you like to see? So absolutely, with new ideas, we'll do trials, and we'll let our members know.
So this is good when the member is heard. You know, that's so make you feel him special and important. What happens? This is my issue when I'm in the fitness clubs. When I leave for 1 month or 2 months, and the membership is still going. Is the same at your fitness club?
No, we allow our members to put the membership on hold. There's no charge for that. We have so many members that go away for the winter, and the last thing they want to do is be paying a monthly fee while they're not there, or have to rejoin again when they're not there. They're such loyal members to our gym.
So there's nothing like locking them for a year or
Absolutely
anything?
not.
So that you let them choose the method of payment and then all the stuff. So that is very interesting. One day when I'm going to have a fitness club, this is how I'm going to run it.
Sounds good.
Really, I really like that, you know, the fact that they don't have to keep paying when somebody's away for 6 months. They just have to tell you ahead of the time.
Yeah. They come in, they say, I'm going away. We usually know where they're going because they do it every year, and they'll put their membership on hold for 3, 4, 5 months, however long they're going for.
Well, working with people, as we know, is not an easy job, with people in general, right? Because especially if you want to please them. Do you ever run into conflict?
Sometimes,
Yeah.
rarely. Almost always, if there is a conflict, we resolve it. I mean, very rarely is there a conflict. I think no matter what you do in life, there's always going to be some conflict.
Yeah.
There's going to be somebody who...
No, I didn't mean that you guys fighting there or something, or
but rarely.
Throwing knives at each other. It's not that. I just thought that, you know, there's always something some little disappointment here and there, and I just want to know how you're dealing with that.
Usually, if something comes up like this, I personally will step right in. If it's with a member or a guest, I will call them personally, and I'll ask them, you know, what can I do? What happened? How can we resolve this for you? I really think almost every single time that it has happened, both sides end up completely happy.
Yeah.
It rarely do we have conflict.
Well, you have that kind of nature that you can you know, leave the scene with there's a peace and everything is fine. So you're a leader, and I just want to know that what are really the qualities of a good leader? What would you say?
For us, for me, I have a lot of staff that I put in leadership positions as well. Listening to your staff, taking their feelings into consideration, taking what they want to do into consideration, and just positive, keeping it really positive. I think that, you know, your staff want to work for you when you keep a happy environment, and when you listen to them, and when you really care about them. I think it makes them want to follow you as a leader. More than anything, I think that's the most important, is respecting your staff, really caring about them. Yeah, and letting them, you know, see your point of view. I'd like you to do this because we have a lot of one-on-ones. If staff has any concerns, we really sit down and take the time to listen to them. And I think really leadership comes with respecting your staff.
I like what I just heard. I'm sure you do too. Again, sandcastlefitness.ca is the website of where our guest is representing the place, Sandcastle Fitness in White Rock. And you know, you haven't heard me asking questions, Natalie, like how to lose weight, or how can I keep my stomach flat. It's just because she's not here for that purpose. We wanted to showcase how to enjoy life every day by doing something what you love to do. And I know you find really a passion behind what you do. It's not your work, it's a passion, and that leads you to run business really successfully. Like I said, there are tons of fitness clubs, and we know that. There are chains, there are private fitness clubs. I've been a member of many of them for many, many years. I wanted to ask you about something. I don't want to bring any negativity. I'm not mentioning any names, anything, but I'd like to have your opinion on this. Technology these days is doing funny things to people's minds, as we know. seems like at my gym, I'm one of very few people who goes there strictly just to work out. A lot of people are sitting there playing with the phones, and manager and I, we discussed it for many times. It's not, you know, it's their life, it's their activity. When I won't be able to take equipment, which I want to, it considers me as well. Yeah. So I just want to know, is this issue part of your fitness club?
No, rarely. I find that most of the time, if people are playing with their phones, it's because they're putting their music on or their headphones. Yeah. So really, no. I don't think I've ever had an issue with the technology. People are there to work out. They love the music we play, so a lot of times they won't have all their gadgets. No. Our gym is pretty, you know, it's a serious gym. I mean, we're friendly. Everybody knows each other. It's a place to relax and enjoy. But we're kind of known as a serious place to work out for anybody.
You know, you won't believe, I've seen also somebody sitting with iPad, okay, on something, we're lifting heavy machines, but it's not like when you see somebody 5-10 minutes sitting there doing nothing, and when you want to go there, it tells you I have 2 more sets. Because when I want to work out, I work out. I just don't want to wait for somebody finishing text message. Right. So I just want to know if this is issue of every fitness club or...
I don't know. I really don't think with us that is an issue. Now, we also have trainers on the floor almost all the time walking through, talking to people, making sure that everybody is safe and if they have any questions. So if that does arise once in a while, the trainer will, you know, speak up very, you know, politely. But this is almost never a problem at our club.
Good for you. I may be joining your club one day. It's too bad that you are too far from
I know, it's true.
But it's a nice fitness club. There was Sandcastle Fitness, and I was talking to General Manager NATALIE DUNNILL. This point would be probably belonging to just saying goodbye to you because time runs so fast with you. You know this routine.
I know the routine.
You saw Ben was doing the same thing. I'd like you to
you.
sign the cup number 7 for our 7th season.
Thank you.
And we would like to thank for everybody who was watching. I'll see you again next time. Thank you.